Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is June 18th, 2024, and I'm gonna tell you who is the ideal signings for Deco in the midfield. Also, Mourinho has denied the reports that he would like to sign Joao Felix, and finally, Sergi Roberto has interest from several clubs in La Liga. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the Bet Us. Both links are down below in the description, and if you click on them, you do get access to some pretty cool offers and deals. Now we begin with the news that we now know who is Deco's ideal signings for the midfield. Now, the Barcelona sporting director is currently working on possible signings in the summer, and given the club's finances, he has created several lists. One list being the ideal signings who he would love to sign but are practically impossible given the club's economy. He has another list of players who Barcelona could afford, and finally there's a list of players that would be kind of low-cost, short-term solutions in case none of the other players can be signed. And now we know the two players who are on Deco's list of ideal players that would be very difficult for Barcelona to sign, with the first player being someone I've talked about a lot in the past, which is of course Amadou Onana. Now, Onana is that defensive midfielder profile, very physical midfielder, a great defensive midfielder. In fact, in his Euro match debut against Belgium, while he was playing for Belgium, he won every single duel, which is a very, very impressive stat. He won all the duels, not just on the ground, but also in the air. And it's reported that Amadou Onana is Deco's favorite player to be signed for the midfield. But of course, the big problem is that Everton won around 70 million euros. And also there's the fact that there are other clubs who are interested in Onana who have much deeper pockets, clubs like Liverpool and even Arsenal. Now, Everton do have a need to sell players before June 30th due to the financial fair play. So that's something that Barcelona could technically take advantage of. But of course, Barcelona have the same problem where they need to figure out their financial fair play before June 30th. So it looks like this operation, pending any miracles, it's a no-go. Now, the second player who would be ideal for Deco in the midfield and that most likely Barcelona would not be able to afford is Bruno Guimaraes, the 26-year-old midfielder in Newcastle. He's pretty much the leader in that midfield for Newcastle, one of the best current midfielders in the Premier League. And Deco is reportedly very impressed with this player. He likes the player's profile. He actually considers Guimaraes' profile very similar to his profile, to Deco's profile back when Deco was still a player. And this is another signing that if Barcelona were financially healthy, Deco would love to make. But of course, another problem is his price, because Guimaraes is valued at 80 million euros. Now, Newcastle have a similar problem to that of Everton, where they need to sell players to fix their financial fair play. Again, something that Barcelona could technically take advantage of. But unless Barcelona makes some important sales in the summer, this operation is looking like a no-go. Now, another operation that's looking like a no-go is that of Joao Felix, because as I reported in yesterday's video, some reports, or the Turkish media was saying or reporting that Fenerbahce would like to sign Joao Felix, that Mourinho would like to have Joao Felix on their team. But it seems that that was not true, because today Mourinho's entourage have completely ruled this out. And in fact, Mourinho made it very clear to his entourage that he does not see Joao Felix at all on his team. It's not a profile that he's looking for, which of course takes us back to square one, because as I said yesterday, it would be nice if Joao Felix would have some offers, so that way maybe Barcelona would not keep him. But it looks like it's back to square one, where once again Joao Felix finds himself without any offers. And I honestly am not surprised given his performance throughout the season. Now more news, because now we have to talk about a player who does have offers, which is Sergi Roberto. Now Sergi Roberto's contract will expire on June 30th, so in 12 days. He would love to stay in Barcelona. He wants to renew with Barcelona for another season. Barcelona are currently not counting his Sergi Roberto's renewal as a priority, and as such they have told him to wait until August to see if they have enough space on their wage bill to perhaps being able to renew him. But of course that could be too late for the player, where if he waited for Barcelona until August and then Barcelona decide not to sign him, he can find himself without a club. And as such, it's reported that even though Sergi Roberto would like to stay in Barcelona, he has started looking for other teams. And it looks like he does have interest from several clubs in La Liga, including Girona, Valencia, and Sevilla. And it looks like Porto are also interested in Sergi Roberto. Now, Sergi is not looking to go to another club in La Liga. Why? Because he does not want to play against his childhood club, FC Barcelona. Of course, Sergi Roberto came up through La Masia. He spent his whole career here in Barca, so he does not want to go to any other clubs and compete against Barcelona. So as such, he prefers to go to another club in Europe, maybe to a foreign or outside of a Europe league like the MLS. But for now, Sergi Roberto thinks that he still can play maybe a season or two more in Europe, and then eventually maybe go to the MLS, maybe Inter Miami, to join his friends Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Luis Suarez, and Lionel Messi. Now, speaking of the academy, we will end this video with the news that Dani Rodriguez is very close to renewing his contract with Barcelona. Now, Dani Rodriguez's contract will expire also on June 30th, just like Sergi Roberto. He was initially not willing to renew his contract. He was negotiating with both Athletic Club de Bilbao and Real Sociedad. But it looks like the player had a change of heart, where he has rejected both offers from both past clubs. And it's reported that his agent, Pini Zahavi, who is the same agent of Hansi Flick and the same agent of Robert Lewandowski, is currently negotiating with Barcelona the contract renewal of the Barca Athletic player, who also plays with the Juvenil A. And it's reported that the contract renewal is very, very close to being completed. So it looks like Dani Rodriguez will continue at FC Barcelona. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I did upload a video earlier today, so make sure you check that out. That is it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. And as always, Visca Barça.